Alright, so that rattling you hear in the background is just my Xterra. So this is Berlin Stone Company here. This is a quarry, but I don't think it was open while the railroad was open. I'm pretty sure this was open later on because there's no records of the railroad ever connecting to it. But that goes towards Berlin, currently in Berlin. That's towards Hudson. Now, this is the section of track I'm talking about. This is about a mile and a quarter right here. This goes down to Hudson. You're now in Berlin. There are 3 tracks here. These 2 on the left were a passing siding because all the track after Berlin was taken out in the 1950s. The track on the right was a storage track. The station site is down there, down here a little bit. See all that green shrubbery, or the green plants right there? That would have been the foundation of the station. And there was a lumber industry here after the 50s, and there'd be 1 boxcar loaded with lumber brought down here, unloaded, turn around and bring it back to whatever industry it came from. So here you can see more clearly where the platform or the station itself would have been. There's a good picture of the station and that house right there together. See if I can find that. Here you can see the frog. Somewhere over here you can see, there's no switch stand anymore, but you can see where it used to be right there. And again, that would have gone, this is going towards Clinton now because we're at Berlin, and that goes towards Hudson down there across the road. Now in the center of Berlin. Now you see a few bridge abutments here. There would have been an underdeck truss for this section and over a regular truss across there. The middle of this intersection was rebuilt in the 1970s and they tore the bridge down. There would have been another abutment to support the middle. This line is the New Haven's Old Colony line, I think it is. Down there would have been a mill right in there. You can't really see where the foundations used to be, but right down in there used to be the foundation. Oh, there, you can kind of see it there. There would have been a mill there. There's a good picture from the early 1900s. You can see a tram line that used to run down here. I think it was the Worcester and Clinton tram. It would run down this road up there, up to Clinton that way. Kind of, you can't really see it, but up there. There's an old telegraph line, or a power line, or something. And up there, back behind it, kind of diverges off. Kind of right back there, you can see just a stone abutment over there. There would have been, that's where the bridge would have ended. And gone up and splits off into the old Central Mass line, which goes to the left, and the new one, which goes to the right, and the tunnel and the viaduct. And that whole diversion through Clinton, which is now more famous than the original. So here is the old Central Mass grade. You can see in the background there, that is the dike that they excavated the floor of the Nashua River basin to make, or the Nashoba River basin. That would have gone straight down there to that road I was just on. You can't really see it. Oh yeah, up there. See an elevated piece of land? That would have been the quarry track that would have brought the stones to where the dam is now. Now this is a flat piece of land right here. It was built up, so when they were building the reservoir, they used air for a lot of these systems instead of using steam. And that was generated here near the quarry. There was a compressor plant right down here in this area. I think this might have been where it was located, right down here. You can see the quarry track up there, kind of, a little bit. That flat piece of elevation there. Making my way up there next. So I'm now on top of the quarry grading here. I'm not sure if you can really see the quarry anymore, but I'm gonna find out, I guess. This would continue up. There'd be 2 tracks and then a switchback on the back going out to get more rocks. I'll have to be quiet though. So I was wrong about the switchback. So here comes the track up here. There's some of the quarry up there. See some of the rocks. Right here. Switchback's not in the back, it's actually on the front. So you can see that's where I just came from, further down. The switchback would have gone up to the left there. I don't know what they did on the switchback. I guess there's maybe like a dump track to dump all the rock that wasn't granite, because that's what they built the dam out of. They only use granite. But you can see some of the quarry up there. I wonder if there's any sort of steam things back here. Steam mechanisms. Maybe a steam donkey. We'll find out. All right, so here's the quarry. It's pretty big. We just had a lot of rain last night, so this is filled up quite a bit more than it usually is. But you see how much rock they took out of here for the dam. It's pretty impressive. And over here, that looks to me like one of the compressor pipes. Some of these, I don't know if all the cranes are powered by steam, because I know they had some steam donkeys to use for the cranes themselves. But I'm not sure if they're all powered by air, because I know this is a compressor pipe for sure. Because this looks about the same diameter as similar pipes. I'm gonna try to hit to the top of the quarry, try not to fall in, hopefully. Maybe I'll see some other relics up there. All right, so just as I kind of thought, there's no equipment up here. This is pretty much the top. I'm not going all the way up there, though. Too dangerous. I mean, I almost fell down multiple times into these little crevasses here. I mean, they just placed these rocks up here. We got the quarries way down there. It's pretty cool. All being spotted. I hope there's no cops or DCR agents here. I'll have to see if there's a picture of this upper switchback looking back towards the quarry, because I feel like there's probably a picture of that somewhere. But you can see the reservoir right there. Looking back, you can see the lower track, which goes down to the other switchback, and then that one, which goes up to the top of the quarry. And now to look out over the road. So there's a picture of this road. When you can see the trestle going over it and Mount Wachusett in the back. Actually, no, sorry, Wachusett not in the back, but there's a barn way back down Route 70. Let's see if I can get a good view here without being on the road. All right, so, no, never mind. When I get down to the road, I'll take a little video. But yeah, here's the top of the upper switchback. This would have, again, that would have gone up to the top of the quarry. That would have gone down to the other parts of the quarry and back to the bridge. I want to say upper quarry averages at about 3% grade. The lower, probably 5%. It's a little bit steeper going down. But once I get back down there, I'll take a video showing the abutment. I think that's the abutment. Those are the pile of stones across the dike. I'm pretty sure that's where the bridge abutment would have been and would have connected back onto the Central Mass main line. And then that would go down and connect with Lancaster Mills. And that's how they got down to the dam. I almost rolled my ankle getting here again. But right here, this is the embankment for the bridge. So it goes out to the end there. You see the intersection between Route 70 and Route 62. I don't think this road is original. I'm pretty sure they put this in to gain access to the quarry. Just hope I don't run into a cop while I'm out here. So, yeah, that would cross out over the road. I can see if I can get a picture to recreate what it looked like at the time. It's gonna be kind of dangerous walking down Route 72. Way down there, beneath this abutment, the embankment. Can't go down there and see it, but the Central Mass would have gone through this where the dike is over here, and would have gone to Boylston, over to West Boylston and Oakdale, where it connects to Northampton. Alright, here's Route 70. So looking down, alright, down there, see that stone? Pretty sure that is a bridge abutment. That hill has always been there. The dike did not create that. But right here, there's a picture about in this spot that shows the bridge that goes across, and a barn all the way down the end of the road, and a tram.